Hey creative, what's up? It's your girl Jamila and welcome back to my laboratory. So Siser just dropped some new colors for their Easy Reflective HTV. I got some, so let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. Do y'all watch Keith Lee? Okay, anyway. So of course, everything I use will be listed in the description box of this video. If you like this video, you've learned something new, please give it a thumbs up. Share with your friends. Make sure that bell notification's on so you don't miss any of my upcoming craft tutorials. Alright creative, to begin our project we're going to start in Cricut Design Space and I'm going to go ahead and upload my project. Okay, so I'm using this track and field design that I did get off Etsy, and of course I'll have it linked for you in the description box of this video. So before we actually cut anything out, there's just a few things I want to do. For instance, if we go over here to our right panel, you see all these little pieces right here. If we leave it like this, it's going to cut out like this, okay? And who has time for that? So all of this is one piece, right? You see I'm moving it, everything is moving together. That is because it's grouped. So we're going to make sure it's selected, go right over here, and we're going to hit ungroup. So now when I take a piece, it comes apart, okay? Let me just undo that so we can go right back to where it was originally. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is come over here to my right panel and I'm going to hide all of the black, right? I'm going to select all of the orange and we're going to hit combine and we're going to weld it together. So now you see all the little orange pieces disappear and it's just this one piece. Now we're going to go ahead and unhide the black and hide the orange. Now what we can do, I mean honestly you can leave it like this if you wanted to, but I'm going to weld this together as well. Okay, just to make it easier on myself. And as you can see the panel, now we're just left with these two pieces. Now for this, I know I want to do an offset, so I'm going to go ahead and select it. And I'm going to go up here to the top toolbar and hit offset. And I'm just going to do a small offset. I don't need anything too big. Actually, no, we're not going to do the offset just yet. Okay, so let's bring back our orange. Oops, sorry. It's in the back. Let me select it over here. Go up to the top toolbar, hit arrange, and bring forward. Okay. Honestly, we could leave it just like this, right? But my thing is, I know me. I'm not going to be able to piece this together. Like, even now, I don't, like, where did that piece come from? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do just to make it a little bit easier on myself is I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to slice it, okay? So I'm going to select everything, come down here and hit slice. Now when you're doing the slice, you can only slice 2 layers, which is why we welded the pieces together. Because you see now I only have the 2 layers, okay? You can only slice 2 layers at a time. So I'm just going to go ahead and slice it, and then I'm going to delete everything I don't need. So let me hide those. So this piece right here and this piece right here is what I don't need. So I'm just going to take it and delete it. Okay. Now I'm going to bring back, and now you see it's sliced out. So when I go to layer it, I know exactly where to put it. Okay. Now that is kind of an extra step. You don't really have to do it, but it just makes it easier for me. And so now I'm going to go ahead and take the black and I'm going to do my offset now that I have it all sliced out. I think this looks good. Let me hit apply and see. Yeah, we'll go with that. And if I wanted to, we can go ahead and hide the orange and we can slice these letters out as well of the offset. And then you just take everything and delete what you don't. So if you didn't want the inside of that, you could just slice it and we'll put everything back, and then you'll just have the little outline, okay? Because some vinyl, you know, you'll have to do that with not all vinyl can be layered on top of it. Although this vinyl that we're using today layers perfectly, so that's not really an extra a needed step, but you know, just a little hack for you if you didn't know. So now that I have everything designed how I want it, I'm going to select everything, make sure it's the width that I want. I usually go 9.5 for a large shirt. Okay, just depends on how you want it to look, and it's locked, so it auto adjusted to keep everything proportional, and that looks good to me, right? So now we're just going to go ahead and hit make it. No, I don't need to save it. And don't forget to check out the description box of this video, you guys, where I'll have the list of everything I used linked, as well as you can also sign up for my email address so you can be notified of any new craftorials happening, any classes, or any one-on-one availability. Okay, so all of that will be linked in the description box, or you can go to jstewardslab.com. Okay, so we have our design, and this is separated on the mats by color. So this is the offset, this is the inside of that offset, and then of course this is like the little heel shoe. What is that symbol even called? I don't know. But since we're working with HTV, also known as heat transfer vinyl, make sure you mirror everything. We're going to go ahead and mirror everything, and if you wanted to, because sometimes I don't like using a bunch of mats, you can click the mat, right? Select the thing, hit these three dots right here and hit move object, and let's put it on this mat if it fits. Let's see if it'll fit. It'll fit, but it's very, very close, so we can move that to this mat. Okay, and mirror it. And I mean, that's just to save you from having to do a bunch of different mats, right? So I would have the color vinyl of whatever I wanted to use right here, and then a different color, the vinyl that I wanted to use right here. So I mean, that's just a little tip and trick in case you didn't know it. But everything is mirrored. Everything looks good. The same way that it is on this mat on the screen is the same way you need to position it for the mat physically. Okay, so I would say it's between like the 9.5, and I would do 9.5 by 6.5. So when I cut out my vinyl, I'm gonna do 9.5 by 6.5 because I always give myself a little extra room, right? And I'm gonna place it right here on my mat. All right, so how it looks on the screen is how it needs to look when you do the vinyl yourself. All right, so now that we have that, we're just going to go ahead and hit continue and finish off our project. So for my project, I'm going to go ahead and use the Siser Easy Reflective in the colors dark gray and rainbow black. And on this HTV, there's a frosty carrier sheet and a black side. So we're going to put the frosty side down onto the mat so that the black side is facing up. And I'm using the Iron On Plus setting with my Cricut Explore Air 2, and that gave me the perfect cut. So once everything is cut out, then I'll go ahead and weed the vinyl. And when I say weed, I mean remove the excess vinyl we don't need for the design. And normally it's hard to see cut lines on dark HTV, but I didn't have a problem with this one. And the HTV, I will say, weeds very nice, but the dark gray and silver seem to weed easier than the rainbow black, but it still weeds good. And whoever said weeding is therapeutic, I can't relate, okay? It solely stresses me out. So I'll be pressing this design onto a BELLA+CANVAS 3001 tee, which is their most popular style tee. I love the massive color selection they have, and since they use heirloom cotton for their shirts, they're super, 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 super soft, okay? But you don't even have to take my word for it. You can create a BELLA+CANVAS makers account and order some blanks for yourself without a resale certificate or order minimum needed. And I'll have that linked for you in the description box of this video. So this HTV is supposed to be pressed at 305 degrees for 15 seconds, but since we're layering, we don't want to give each layer a full press. So I'll do the first 2 layers for 8 seconds each, and then do the final layer for the full 15 seconds. Now this is a warm peel vinyl, not hot. So let it cool for a second before you remove the carrier sheet or you can do like I did and take an aluminum tumbler and kind of rub it across the HTV a little bit, and that helps it cool it down, and then you will be able to remove the carrier sheet with no problem. And the end result is amazing. I absolutely love how this project turned out, and this is what it looks like in the dark with just the flash from my phone. Now, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you later.